हेलो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग। उम्मीद करती हूँ आप सब अच्छे होंगे। 2-3 दिन से वीडियो नहीं डाला, सॉरी फॉर डैट। अब ये कंटिन्यूशन में पढ़ रही हूँ, सर्व विद इन योर धर्मा, फ्रॉम द बुक थिंक लाइक अ मॉन्क, रिटन बाय जे शेट्टी। चैप्टर सर्विस। Because service is a natural part of being human. It's easier than you think. Just serve. We can always, every day, right now, find ways to serve through what we have already doing. If you are a musician, serve. If you are a coder, serve. If you are an entrepreneur, serve. You don't have to change your occupation. You don't have to change your schedule. You can serve from any situation. If you look around, you will see opportunities for service everywhere, in schools, at religious institutions, with individuals on the street, charities. There are neighborhood food drivers and used costume drivers at school. You can run a race to raise money for charity or have a lemonade stand. You can help a friend gather toiletries to send to disaster victims. You can visit a sick or aging relative. If you live in a city, you can often carry your leftovers out of a restaurant and offer them to a homeless person. Those closest to us and those who have nobody. There are infinite ways to serve. You don't have to be charity work every day or give away all your money. Simply realize you are in service and look for how you can connect what you already do to a higher purpose. Just as you know, as you bring your dharma to work, bring service to your dharma. It's about the spirit in which you do the same work. You can either see the world through the lens of love and duty or through the lens of necessity and force. Love and duty are more likely to lead to happiness. मैं ये ट्राई दिस शॉर्ट्स में डालूँगी, आप वहाँ से देख लीजिए। All sufferings belongs to all of us. When the monks and I were fending for ourselves in the village, the ultimate lesson for me was that there was always another level of service. This lesson emerged from looking past our own needs to see and feel and respond to the needs of those around us. I think of compassion as active empathy, not only the willingness to see, feel, and ease the pain of others, but also the willingness to take on some of that pain. There is a Zen story about a young man who is world weary and dejected, with no plan or prospects. He goes to a monastery, tells the master that he is hoping to find a better path, but the admits that he lacks patience. Can I find enlightenment without all that meditation and fasting? He says, I don't think I can handle it. Is there another way? Perhaps, says the master, but you will need the ability to focus. Are there any skills you have developed? The young man looks down. He hasn't been inspired by his studies or any particular interest. Finally, he shrugs. Well, I am not bad at chess. The master calls over one of the monk elders and says, I did like you and this young man to play a game of chess. Play carefully because I will cut off the head of the one who loses. The young man breaks into a sweat. He is playing for his life. He plays weakly at first, but it soon becomes clear that his opponent's chess skills are fair at best. If he puts his mind to it, he will surely win. He soon loses himself in concentration and begins to beat the old monk. The master begins to sharpen his sword. Now the young man looks across the table, sees the wise, calm face of the old monk, who is his obedience and detachment, has no fear of the death that certainly awaits him. This illusioned man thinks, I can't be responsible for this man's death. His life is worth more than mine. Then the young man's play changes. He deliberately begins to lose. Without warning, the master flips the table over, scattering the pieces. Today there will be no winner and no loser, he states. The losing monk's calm demeanor doesn't change, but the astonished young man feels a great sense of relief. The elder says to him, you have the ability to concentrate and you are willing to give your life for another. This is compassion. Join us and proceed in that spirit. You are ready to be a monk. There are approximately 152 million child laborers in the world, and Kailash Satyatri, has taken on an enormous amount of pain in his effort to end child labor. In 2016, the Nobel Peace Laureate launched the 100 million a campaign to enlist 100 million young people to speak out and act against child labor. In the course of this work, he has been threatened and beaten many times. He says the world is capable to end child labor. We have the technology, we have the resources, we have laws and international treaties, we have everything. The only thing is that we have to feel compassion for others. My struggle is for the globalization of compassion. Like Satyarthi, we are motivated to serve when we think of the whole world as one family. We wouldn't want your child to be enslaved or your parent to be homeless. Why would you want those hardships for anyone else's child or parent? If you stay shut in your world and never see how other people live, you will never be focused on service. When we bear witness to other people's pain, we feel our shared humanity and are motivated to take action. For heroes like Satyarthi and for monks and ideally for all of us, there is no us and them. Follow the pain in your heart. An infinite number of people and causes need our help now. We need everyone in the world to do everything. The benefits to them and us are immediate. While we should never avoid helping others, when we see their need, we can and should develop a sense of what sorts of service we are best at and focus our attention on them. Choose where to serve based on your own compassion. Buddhist scholar and environmental activist Joanna Macy writes, you don't need to do everything, do what calls your heart. Effective action comes from love. It is unstoppable and it is enough. ये ट्राई दिस मैं शॉर्ट्स में डालूंगी, आप वहाँ से ज़रूर ट्राई करिएगा. Serving through our dharma, healing the pain that you connect with this approach is very much in line with the psychology of the Bhagavad Gita, which likes to meet you wherever you are and encourage you to reach higher. When I was a monk, I prepared food for children with the Annamrita, clean temples, always carried food to hand out to strangers, and otherwise served in the ways that made sense for me at that time. Now, with a different platform, I have been able to help a YouTube campaign raise nearly $150,000 for the Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation of America. On Facebook, my community raised over $60,000 for Pencils of Promise. $75 provides a year of education for one child. The sense of meaning and gratitude I feel has been constant as my path of giving evolves. Here's the life hack. Service is always the answer. It fixes a bad day. It tempers the burdens we bear. Service helps other people and helps us. We don't expect anything in return, but what we get is the joy of service. It's an exchange of love. When you are living in service, you don't have time to complain and criticize. When you are living in service, your fears go away. When you are living in service, you feel grateful. Your material attachment diminishes. Service is the direct path to a meaningful life. यहाँ पे दोस्तों हमारी बुक ख़त्म होती है, थिंक लाइक अ मॉन्क. ये है एक्स्ट्रा मेडिटेशन चैंट. मैं आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में डालूँगी. एंड थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग. थैंक यू माई व्यूअर्स एंड सब्सक्राइबर्स. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर एवरीथिंग. बाय फॉर नाउ. मिलेंगे हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. मेडिटेशन चैंट. बाय.